Hello darling hearts, it's Gaps Coach Emma here, timelesscookery.com if you want to know more. When I was a little girl, I was always in the house watching telly when my mum and dad and my brother were out in the garden doing things. Now I'm always out in the garden doing things or cooking or whatever, so it didn't adversely affect me, but I was completely obsessed with these Hollywood movies, you know, that they would show in the 1970s. 7 Brides for 7 Brothers, those Doris Day movies, you know, the musicals and stuff. I just was absolutely hooked on them. And I woke up the other morning with Que Sera Sera, whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que Sera Sera. When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be famous? Will I be rich? We'll have to wait and see. Well, what a load of programming that was, really. Do we really all want to be rich? Do we really always want to be famous? It seems like that's what a lot of people want these days. That's why everyone's pouting and at the camera and things. But this Que Sera Sera, yes, we need to be neutrally accepting of things, and what will be, fair enough. But the truth is, we are amazing beings with the power of intent. We can use the power of our intent to make things happen. But that bit of programming I got when I was younger sort of led me to believe that, fate was a thing that I had no control over, and I was just going to have to deal with things as they came. And yes, you do have to be flexible and roll with it and compromise, and that's life. But really, they should have been singing, if you imagine, so it will be. That's the real messaging there. Que sera sera, what will be is if you believe it, so be it. So we've got to watch out what we believe. And keeping hold of our minds and our consciousness and our intent is hugely influential in how your life goes. Because if you believe in the fear-mongering, fluster-mongering, fear merchants, whatever you want to call them, that are peddling the lies, the deceits, the fear, then all is lost. But the world can actually look like a drastically different place when we start to use the food as the medicine and get really strong to get our minds working properly. Because your brain's 50% fat, remember, and we really need these animal fats. If you're at that stage of your development, I know there are breatharians out there and vegans who are getting on perfectly well, but for some people, like me, can't do without the egg yolks, the chicken stock, the beef crackling. That's all I had yesterday for lunch, a bit of pork crackling. Oh my God, it was so delicious. So yeah, some more programming. I did it my way. Really, we need to do it the natural law way, not my way. I should do it the way that I'm supposed to do it, so that the natural laws are not broken. And natural law is cause harm, injury and loss to no man or anything. And nature, I know we're all trying to save the world, and they're trying to shame and blame us into thinking that we're the ones that are doing it wrong, when we've been forced into a corner and are only trying our best to survive. But that whole, I did it my way, we don't really want to do it your way. Yes, you need to listen to your heart and follow your gut instincts, and speak your truth. Say it like you see it. I see this. What are you seeing? We're not going to discount anyone else's perception, but we need to express our views, our perception. Hi Lydia. Hi Victoria. But yeah, doing it my way this is what's got us into this mess. Purely selfish behaviour. Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't be selfish. We need to look after yourself, otherwise you can't look after anyone else. But you look after yourself so that you can then be in service to the collective. That makes perfect sense to me. So, you've got to do the right thing for the whole. And yes, that means looking after yourself first, but not just always doing it my way, okay? Right, so not that. Oh yeah, sisters, there were never such devoted sisters. Never had to have a chaperone, no sir. I'm here to keep my eye on her. Caring, sharing, every little thing that we are wearing. When a certain gentleman arrived from Rome, I wore the dress and I stayed home. You know, so like division between the sisters. Like, of course, there's sibling rivalry. I totally get that. But sort of, you know, they were kind of, in my mind now, the programming of that movie was, you know. And when a certain gentleman arrives from Rome as well. Why Rome? The Club of Rome. I've got my eye on them. Got my beady eye on them. They're up to no good. They're not working to strengthen the web of life and to, you know, work for the collective. They're undermining the collective, the Club of Rome. So yeah, they dropped in a little bit of programming there. A certain gentleman to make it look like, you know, oh, like, we love all the gentlemen who come from Rome. There's some dodgy dealings going on in Rome. Have you seen the Vatican hall where the Pope receives office? I mean, receives, you know, he holds office or whatever. The inside of that building at the Vatican, I'm not joking, it looks like the head of a snake. It's really weird. Go and look it up. It's like, and there's this bizarre sculpture on the stage of this Christ-like figure, but actually his head looks like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's really odd, very reptilian and weird. Check it out. Anyway, yeah, I don't know, I grew up with wacky races as well. With Dick Dastardly and Penelope Pitstop. Help, help, it's the Hooded Claw. Dick Dastardly, you know, he was an arch enemy, a baddie, you know, like a James Bond baddie. Got to remember, they are few, the baddies, and the goodies are actually most of us. It's 99.9% of us are good-hearted human beings who want to strengthen the web of life and make everything better. And then there are these nasty, you know, the ones who are not working for the good of all and to let life thrive. Who are they? We need to flush them out. Flush them down the toilet. Anyway, yeah, so all of that programming that goes on when we're younger leads us to conclusions that are false premises? That's the place where you live. What's the wrong word? Anyway, we're led to believe that germs are a problem. You know, germ theory is a theory. But I grew up with, oh, don't touch that, you'll get germs on you, or, you know, don't pick that up if it's fallen on the floor, it's dirty, or, you know, you go out without a coat on, you're going to catch cold. That's programming, and it's a false sort of viewpoint, really, because it's a theory. Germs are, think of that word, look it up in the etymological dictionary. A germ is like wheat germ, it's like the beginning of life. The germ is where life sprouts from, yeah? It's been inverted and perverted, as they do. We're using these words against ourselves inadvertently, the spellings, you know? So germs, bugs, bacteria, they're there for a reason. Dr. Natasha tells us that the so-called parasites that we think are trying to eat us and kill us and take us over, a lot of them are actually helping us to get rid of toxins in the body. Candida, for instance, that everyone's, you know, worried about thrush or candida. Candida is a chelator of heavy metals. So if you've got a candida problem, there's every chance you're heavy metal toxic. And I know I was very heavy metal toxic. But you can work with the food as the medicine, especially high animal fats actually really helps the body to get rid of metals. There's a very good protocol. Oh, and I won't go into that now. Anyway, darling hearts, if you're wondering what to do this summer, come to Normandy and hang out with me. I've got 2 retreats happening, one at the end of July, one at the end of August. There's still some spaces. Have a look at timelesscookery.com if you're interested in finding out more. And yeah, for the month of June, I've got an amazing offer. You're going to get access to the GAPS app and my core teachings and my good mood foods and plant toxins, plus one-to-one coaching for a bargain of £240. So talk to me if you think that sounds interesting. Send me a message or something. Hi Alison, hi Martin. Let me know if I can help you with the food as the medicine to get fit and healthy, get your wits about you, and decode all the crazy programming that's going on, which is quite fun. It's quite fun watching stuff and decoding it. Anyway, lots of love to you all. Have a wonderful day. Bye.